taking it easy. When the participation rate, thanks to artificial intelligence, being able to make everything we need with a participation rate of 9%,
Right.
what's the economy going to be like? How do you, in an ethical way, figure out what the distribution of all the wealth created by all these great robots and automated things and software systems, how do we decide how that gets distributed? Do the 9% who do all the work have extra power to make the decisions? How do we keep agency for ourselves?
That's a really good question, and I think we can have many different opinions about this, but one thing is very clear, that if you want to have a democracy, it cannot function if a vast majority of the people are just very, very angry all the time because they feel completely alienated and left behind. So we've seen so many examples of that in history where democracies can flourish if everybody feels at least that things are going in the right direction for them and there's some hope. Whereas if you have situations where there's just too much divergence and most people, huh?
You don't even need a vast majority.
Right.
To be unhappy.
I agree, and I think,
electoral college.
and I think this means that, you know, even though most of the time when people talk about helping those in need, they do it out of compassion, and that's the argument. We should be nice to people. There is a different argument also, which is we should do it because that's the only way we can have a flourishing democracy.
Well, you know, these points, these political points really come back again to sort of human nature, human condition points, and it strikes me that we have to have a call for an enhanced role of academia, because we are under attack right now with the anti-intellectualism, the anti-empiricism, anti-facts, etc., essentially propaganda and misinformation, and with the attack against the so-called elites.
What you're saying is just fake news.
Yes,
Just,
yes.
just ignore him.
You know, what's striking is I remember I was a student at Dartmouth and John Kemeny was the president then, and a pioneer early in computer science and co-developing BASIC. And I'll never forget, in convocation or something, he made a real call for the importance of knowledge in essentially what we call STEM fields now in policymaking, as illustrated by yourself, profoundly. And I think that if we stay passive, and we are under attack in an misinformation campaign, then academia will not only have its endowments cut, so we can't give scholarships to people and have grad students be taxed, as they're proposing to do, although hopefully that's going to go away. But in fact, we will have less and less of a voice. And so I think that part of what we can do as a group, as a community here, being so academically based from all of our various academies, is to be proud of that and to actually try to show that that people who are experts, you know, can actually be helpful and have the best interests of regular people in mind.
Can I say a word or two here?
I have a 5-hour drive. Thank you all.